that it's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Reality is insane. They want to keep us in chains. Plus they have a web of deception they weave in our brains. But now I see through the games. They're trying to lead us astray. Gatekeeping information, they want to keep it that way. But I'm researching all the time, every day of the week. So people claim that I'm crazy and I'm labeled a freak. But that's what happens when you're awake in a nation of sheep, where they try their best to keep the population asleep. They poison our food and water and they offer us war, but we're not falling for their parlor tricks, not anymore. We walked through the door and let our chains drop to the floor. There's many areas in this life that we got to explore, and the earth too, because they might be hiding more land, more seas, more trees, more snow, more sand. In school, everything that we're taught is a lie, and lately it's making me crazy. I gotta know why.
There's a fire burning in my soul. Where do we go from here? I don't know. Gotta break free from this mind control. Before I go crazy, I'll let you know. There's a fire burning in my soul. Where do we go from here? I don't know. Gotta break free from this mind control. Before I go crazy, gotta let you know.
It's time to break free from this twisted mental conditioning. I offer my message to anyone out there who's listening. I hear just beyond the limits and it's calling me whispering. Sometimes I feel like I'm tripping. This has got to be just a dream. But nope, I'm wide awake, my friend, and this is reality. Why do we let them enslave us, man? It beats the heck out of me. People barely scraping by and work for minimum wages. There is no new world order. This is how it's been through the ages. Flip through the pages of history and see on your own. Too many things are a mystery, other things are unknown. It makes me question who we are, where we live, and what we're told. But walking a path of truth can be a really bumpy road. We're ridiculed, mocked, and we're ostracized and laughed away. But that's okay, some folks are sheep until they pass away. In school, everything that we're taught is a lie, and lately it's making me crazy. I gotta know why.
There's a fire burning in my soul. Where do we go from here? I don't know. Gotta break free from this mind control. Before I go crazy, gotta let you know. There's a fire burning in my soul. Where do we go from here? I don't know. Gotta break free from this mind control. Before I go crazy, gotta let you know.
I pledge obedience to the Corporation of the Divided States of America and to the plutocracy for which it stands. One nation under surveillance that thinks it's invincible, with discrimination and intolerance for all.
There's a fire burning in my soul. Where do we go from here? I don't know. Gotta break free from this mind control. Before I go crazy, I'll let you know. There's a fire burning in my soul. Where do we go from here? I don't know. Gotta break free from this mind control. Before I go crazy, I'll let you know.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Steve JMO. It's about 11 a.m. It is the 2nd of December, 2019. And that was Burning in My Soul by ODD TV / ODD Reality. And it's songs like that that need to be more put out to the public, need to be shared more, because in the time of deception of which we live now, the public has been dumbed down so bad, so hard that they can only relate to pop culture things, to music and sports and little things like that. But if you can, do what ODD's doing, do what Destiny's Lab is doing, and everyone that is collabing with them, I don't have everyone's name right now, but yeah, people saying, "Oh, he's a rapper, we don't like it." Well, it is what it is. If it has truth in it and it's pure and it's good, I'll play it. We'll play it. It is what it is. Can't let can't be letting your, I don't even know, your beliefs and thoughts get in the way of truth, whether it be a show, a movie, a live stream, a video, even music. There is still good left in this world. I believe it's slowly starting to drift away, and the old light is being replaced with the new light. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Lucifer is known as the bearer of light, and everyone is trying to be illuminated in the wrong ways. As you have the Illuminati, the ones who think they are illuminated, and they are naughty. Right in your faces. I know it's stupid. I know it's simple, but it's reality. So, with we already had a couple minutes go by here. Let's get into what I want to talk about today. I'm going to talk about the Bible. We're going to talk about one book, one chapter in this book in specific. Talking about the book of Revelations. And I emphasize the S because if you look it up now, it is now the book of Revelation. The Mandela effect? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. But there are many, many things in the book of Revelations that are coming to pass to this day, in this time, in this age of deception, in this quite possible end of an age, which will be a beginning of a new age. It will be a reformulated golden age where deities are worshipped, flesh is corrupted, and angels will walk the earth, whether they're good, whether they are bad. Now remember, in the book of Genesis, 33% of all angels in heaven fell to the earth in proclamation of Lucifer's betrayal of God, you could put it. So, with all of that being said, I personally believe that we are in these quote unquote end times. I believe that we are in the time that the book of Enoch prophesies about. I believe that we are living inside the book of Revelations, and it is being played out in front of us day after day. So let me get a screen share going. Just do the old Chrome tab. And is that sharing? It is sharing. That is perfect. I just don't know if you guys can read that too well, but it is what it is. And it is very unfortunate that I have to go to the bathroom right now, but we'll try to go as long as we can, and we'll do a break in a little bit. So this is excerpt of the book of Revelations, chapter 9, and we are going to focus on today verses 1 through 12. 13 through 21 are big as well. They're all important. They are all huge. The entire book of Revelation is something that we must read as truthers, not just as Christians, because it is telling us what will happen in those final days. So, without further ado, we will get right into this. Revelation 9, verse 1. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. Verse 2. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. So what is that really talking about there? That's telling you that a star will fall onto the earth. And if you look into what stars actually are, stars are not suns, planets, galaxies that are billions and millions and light years and miles and unheard distances away. Because if one of those fell upon the earth, and if we were actually on a ball, there would be no key, there would be no bottomless pit, it would just be death for all. And, you know, if we were on a ball, if we were a globe, if we were spinning in outer space, I think that a meteorite or a star would have fallen and hit us by now. Aliens would have come by now. We would have discovered them thousands of years ago, and they would be in the mainstream more than they are now, because the alien deception has everything to do with the book of Revelations and the stars that fall onto heaven and the 33% of the stars that originally fell in the book of Genesis, also described in further detail in the book of Enoch. So, and verse 3 goes on to say, and there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. Now, what is he talking about? Scorpions of the earth. Could he literally be talking about scorpions, or something represented as scorpions with a poisonous tip that are here to harm and not help? The power of the scorpions, the power of the elites, I think. The power that will be given upon these locusts will be just as great as the powers that are already here have. This could possibly be alluding to 5G and the 5G weaponized mechanics of it. As we all know, 5G is a weapon. 5G is up and running in a lot of places. If you just look at the Gaza Strip in Israel, 5G is being used as weapons, and it is, how would you put it? I know that it is killing. It is killing. It can kill, but it can also. What is happening to me right now? It just freezes you. It just stuns you in a way, and yeah. Check this out for a second. We'll go into verse 4, and then this will, in verse 5, it'll come into what I'm saying. Verse 4 says, and hold on, where the hell does it start? And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which not have the seal of God in their foreheads. Verse 5 goes on to say, And to them, it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And what happens when a scorpion striketh a man? You get stunned, you get poisoned, you get disabled. More possible suggestions that these locusts that will come out of the bottomless pit will be equipped with 5G technology, but to them, it will just be their regular technology, as I believe 5G tech is fallen angel, Nephilim, quote unquote, locust tech. And, um, yeah, but only those men which not have the seal of God on their foreheads. So this will be a torment to anyone who is not protected in the name of God, who is not wished for the full armor of God, the protection of the Holy Spirit, as 5G frequency uh, weapons will be pretty much the same as you going ghost hunting, contacting a demon, and it taking over your body. They are one and the same, two different names, one main goal. It is honestly ridiculous. And let's jump back real quick for 1 second. And actually, I was talking about because I don't know. I get home, there's like a line of people going to the bathroom. My uncle has his buddy over. Uncle's waiting to go to the bathroom. My brother's waiting to go to the bathroom. So, I'm just gonna queue up a song real quick, just a quick little one, and we are. Actually, you know what? We can put something else up actually, so we're not just whatevering. Key. Please hold everyone. I normally don't take breaks this quick. I've been on for what 10 minutes, and I literally about to like use a water bottle to go to the bathroom right now. But we're not going to do that. Key to. And really got nothing here that is gonna actually help us out here. Awesome. So it looks like we're just gonna have to just put a song on so we can go to the bathroom real quick. Great. That is awesome. So awesome. Can't even go to the bathroom anymore without feeling bad. So that is what I want. All right. So please hold everyone. I am incredibly sorry, but I just gotta use the bathroom so goddamn bad right now. So please hold. We will get this going. Get that up. Um, all right. Perfect. So again, this is more ODD. Don't worry about a thing, and I will be back before this song is over.
You wish you could have known that's the journey can be mean, but God has got your back, so don't you worry about a thing. Every day just keeps repeating as you're passing through the seasons. Always struggling with something, always battling with demons. If it's happiness you're seeking, just be happy that you're breathing. They say everything that happens to you happens for a reason. Some days will be hard and then some will be even harder. There'll be times when you feel like you just can't take it any longer. But don't think of giving up, cause there's really no need to bother. Anything that doesn't kill you is making you even stronger. Life will rip you open and then pick you apart. You wish you could have known that's how it is from the start. But when you feel like you're alone and things get bitter and dark, just remember that you're a soldier. There's no fear in your heart. You're able and you're capable. Your strength is unmistakable. Your faith is so unshakable. The pain's made you unbreakable. Any situation that you're facing, you can make it through. God planned it to be that way the day that He created you. You're wondering what life's about and what it really means. Nothing's what you thought it was and nothing's what it seems. Always stressed about the world and all the hurt that it can bring. But God is by your side, so don't you worry about a thing. You feel like you're so far away, no one can hear your screams. Even when you're sleeping, there's no comfort in your dreams. You're living while you're learning and the journey can be mean. But God has got your back, so don't you worry about a thing. If you put your mind to it, you can be unstoppable. Accomplish any goal you set or conquer any obstacle. Nothing that you cannot do, no problem is unsolvable. Just keep on holding on to hope and anything is possible. Keep on moving forward and stop living in the past. Start spending every minute as if it could be your last. All your dreams you are pursuing, you could get there in a flash. I know that you can do it if you get up off your ass. Time for you to do what you were born to do. The future will have so much more in store for you. At times it might seem like God is ignoring you. If you keep on knocking, He will open up the door for you. This is the beginning, you will hit the ground running. The life that you envisioned, you can feel.
All right. Well, that was awesome. All right. So much technical difficulties just to go to the bathroom. Isn't that great? So we are drained. We are good. We are back. What is going on, everyone in the chat? Sparky OG, Nails, W Hope, Nails W Hope, maybe Nails with Hope. Real News Headquarters, what's going on? I already saw Stavely in the chat earlier. He's probably going to bed because he was live for like 20 hours yesterday. So, yeah. I'm not a wizard, so get that shit out of here, buddy. All right, so we are good to go there. And while I went downstairs, I'm also notified that people are leaving the house. And of course, I just pulled in the driveway, so sooner than later, I'll have to take another break to go move my car for these a-holes. But in the meantime, we'll get back to what we were talking about. But first, I am just going to get something queued up so that it is just good to go. And yeah, that'll probably take a minute anyways. So we'll just have that queued, good to go. All right. And we are there. We are good. All right, so before we had this escapade of just trying to use the goddamn bathroom, and of course, I get the text message right now as I get back upstairs. Voyinch, what's going on, bro? All right, that's awesome. So let me just bang some of these out real quick, and we will get back onto the meaning of Revelation 9, chapters 1. No, Revelations chapter 9, verses 1 through 12. So let's get this up, show you guys what we're reading. There we go. Get my ass out of there. Kevin Michael, what is going on, brother? Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you always. All right, so we left off at 6. And verse 6 states, "And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them." Very interesting stuff. Relates in many ways into what we are dealing with now on earth. We'll get more into that after we finish this reading. And verse 7 goes on to say, "And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses paraded unto battle." So it's just going to be chaos. It'll be looking like there is dirt in the air or something, whatever. But we'll get back into all that. Just want to read these real quick for anyone that hasn't heard these. And on their heads were as a crown, were as it were crowns of gold, and their faces were as faces of men. Nephilim hybrid organisms in my eyes. Verse 8 goes on to say, "And they had hair as the hair of a woman, and the teeth were as teeth of lions, and they had breastplates." And verse 9 goes on to say, "And they had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running into battle." Very interesting. Revelation 9 verse 10 goes on to say, "And they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tail, and their power was to hurt men 5 months." And Revelations 9:11, very interesting stuff goes on here. It says, "And they had a king over them." This is in the bottomless pit, by the way. "And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon." Interesting stuff. We talk about those names all the time. Verse 12, the last verse. "One woe is past, and behold, there comes 2 woes more hereafter." So that is Revelations book 9, verses 1 through 12. Very important stuff. Very, very the most important stuff you could ever learn, I think. But we are a half hour in now, so we're actually going to take a real break, and I'm going to move my car into the street real quick so that it won't be in anyone's way, which is awesome. And 5 months, I'm not too sure, Sparky. Not too sure at all. But let me stop that screen share. Get this one going. And I'll share that. We'll go back here. Throw that in front. I think that should be sharing audio in about a second. So this doesn't have to be this way by ODD TV, ODD Reality, wherever you look it up. There it is. And I will be back in about 2-3 minutes. I just have to move my car. All these breaks are unexpected, so I once again apologize, and we will be going as live as long as we can after this. So I'll be back in 5. You guys enjoy. Doesn't have to be this way. ODD TV. Like, share, and subscribe to him and to me as well. And to everyone in the chat, we should like, share, and subscribe to each other, as the YouTube platform is limited.
Ooh, I just wanna live and dream, but nothing is as what it seems. And baby, it's making me crazy. I just wanna fight and scream. There's nothing left for me to say. Fear shot to defeat the day. I know that I can control it, so it doesn't have to be this way.
I'm really sick of living, stuck and trapped in the system. You're just a brick in the wall, and I got my back up against it. I represent the resistance, they want me back up in prison. But I'm the master of my path, and I won't slack on my mission. You're lacking the vision, so I'm just gonna cut to the chase. They hide the truth in plain view, right in front of your face. I used to think the world was normal, but that wasn't the case. We're just some goyim on a hamster wheel, running in place. Turn up the bass, I grab the microphone, and all I do is rock it. This little light of mine, I let it shine, and you can't stop it. But there's nothing these corporations just won't do for profit. This fake ass world that we live in is sick, it's truly toxic. If you don't see it that way, okay, then keep talking. Don't bump into that wall while you're sleepwalking. The alarm is going off, I hear it beep often. I'm at the double doors of truth, I'm gonna keep knocking.
I just want to live and dream, but nothing is as what it seems. And baby, it's making me crazy. I just want to fight and scream. There's nothing left for me to say. Fear shot to defeat the day. I know that I can control it, so it doesn't have to be this way.
I refuse to just go quietly into the night. There's forces of darkness at work and they're restricting the light. I'm so fed up with the lies, they tell us this isn't right. It's ODD TV, you best believe I'll get up and fight. This is my plight, I'll never let you cowards get the best of me. Took the red pill, now it's time to fulfill my destiny. Living like I'm Neo, dipping from my P.O. Tripping on me cause I am the one and he's a zero. Hot like a jalapeno, bringing heat that you just can't avoid. I call out bullshit and lies, they call me paranoid. People are just foolish, full of hate, they get angry. Point out the truth about reality, they label you crazy. Just a glitch in the system, you're a critical thinker. And no, they don't want that. Fuck them, give them the finger. I do it every single day with each and everything I say. I'm not living like a victim, it doesn't have to be this way.
I just wanna live and dream, but nothing is as what it seems. And baby, it's making me crazy. I just wanna fight and scream. There's nothing left for me to say. Here's shot to defeat the day. I know that I can control it, so it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. Doesn't have to be this way.
All right, we are back, and hopefully we will be interruption free for the rest of this time that I am on. And oh, Jesus Christ, everyone has so much shit to do today, I guess. So fuck me, right? All right, so Let's get back into Revelations 9. Let's get a screen share going. Jesus H. Christ. Get me all worked up at 11:30 in the fucking morning. Alright. Let's get that there. Full screen. Okay. So, we just read all of this. And what does all this mean? How can all of this relate into reality today? What part of this has happened? What part of this is happening? What part of this is to happen, will happen? So it's a lot of questions. I don't have the answer to all of them, but I will give you my personal opinion on, what these signs, what these locusts, what the bottomless pit, who Abaddon, Apollyon is, all of that stuff. So let's just start here in verse 1. The fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven onto earth. So once again, that is the Bible telling you, telling me, and telling everyone that the stars are local. The stars are angels. The stars are illuminated beings. Some of them are trapped. About 33% of them are trap stars. And further proof of that is if you just go outside at night, right? You go outside, you look up at the stars on a nice clear night, and it's rather interesting what you see now. You don't see these white stars, these the regular stars that we used to see. I have started seeing stars that are eradicately moving, that are flashing, that are blinking, that are doing all sorts of crazy things, that are very, very bright. So there's a star that follows the moon when it's in crescent form, for anyone who doesn't know that. And they tried to explain that away as being Venus about a month ago, but that happens only, I don't know, once a year, once however many years the moon for the Venus follows the moon for its cycle. Well, that star is still there, and it's supposed to not be happening anymore. So there are many things that are happening in the stars in that realm inside the firmament, local, not hundreds of billions of miles away, not light years away. If anyone here thinks they could see something that is, let's just go with the sun, for example. If you think you could see something that is 93 million miles away, you are very mistaken. As you go to say you go on to go in a building that's like 20, 30 stories high, you're only going to be able to see for like 10, 15 miles. So why would you think you could see something that's 93 million miles away, people? That's not how perspective works. These things in the sky aren't giant suns and planets and solar systems and whatever they want you to think they are. They are souls, they are the consciousness, they are the energy, the vibes, the frequencies, the vibrations of angels. Most which are good, but as we have found out and read in Genesis, in the book of Enoch, that 33% of them are fallen angels. So it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense to see a star fall from heaven and him have a key to the bottomless pit. So for me, that makes perfect sense. For any of you in the chat, I don't know if this makes any sense to any of you guys, but yeah. OVC, what is going on, bro? Croatia in the house. I like that. the house. That's pretty funny. You guys are honestly the best, man. I know Stavely gets a lot of shit for saying that, but we are the best. Like not we as individuals, not we as Steven Richards or Brian Stavely or OVC or Voyage or Carla Red Pill or Karen B. Like we aren't individually the best. Hopefully we are all living the best that we can possibly be living, but together as a community, as consciousness, as our frequencies, as our vibes, our vibrations all together, we are we are the best, man. You go on any other chat on YouTube, there's left and right conversations. There's you're an asshole, you're this, my thing's bigger, you got a little what like, no 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 no. There's none of that in these chats. There's none of that in the other chats. So respectively on a respect level, yeah, I think that we are the best. And granted there's only, 9 people in this chat here, but it's a good 9. I wouldn't trade these 9 for the rest of the world. Like you guys are the best, and I just gotta keep my appreciation out to everyone who who's in the chat, who's gonna view this later, for all the thumbs up, for and all of everyone that Brian Staley brought to my channel. My channel was barely 800 subscribers big about a week and a half ago, and we are at almost 1.1K. So, and yeah, they're just subs, they're just peoples. I'm not over here like my only goal is to get subs, or I'm not one of those guys, but it it does make you feel good having, people in the chat that understand the level that we're on, because in this time of deception, this time of I don't even know what you call it, just freakness, it is ridiculous. You can't even go out in the public and have a conversation quite like this because you're going to get ridiculed. You're gonna get made fun of. You're gonna get called a retard by at least 94% of population. The other 6% will probably just tolerate it so they don't seem disrespectful, and that leaves no percent of people actually understanding this. But it is what it is. They can think what they want, but I think that we are the best. And back into the revelation. We'll break down, in my opinion, verse 3 here. Actually, no. We didn't even do verse 2. We'll break down verse 2. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as a smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of smoke of the pit. So, who's not to say that the bottomless pit isn't already open? Who's to say that this angel hasn't already fell from heaven? Who's to say that California burning down? You have parts of Europe on fire. You have the Amazon jungle on fire. You have parts that are along the Nile River that are on fire. Parts of China, I believe, are also on fire. I don't know about now, but they were. So with all of that being said, ladies and gentlemen, there is a great smoke. There is the air, the sun are already darkened, whether it be by the smoke of all of that or whether it be by the chemtrail Operation Solar Shield agenda. I'm not saying that verse 2 has already happened, but if it did, those are the covers for it, in my opinion. And this is all just my opinion. The channel is called Steve JMO, just my opinion. Used to be Steven Richards, but that's my name. I'm not saying that's not my name. I just thought that, switch. I was off YouTube for about a year and a half, and I just thought it was time to just switch it up a little, put JMO in there. And honestly, one time I saw, who was it? RFB did a video, and he said something, blah, 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 blah. JMO. I'm like, JMO, what the fuck's that mean? He did it again and again and again. He's like, just my opinion, assholes. And I was like, oh, all right, I kind of like that. So yeah, you can thank Richie from that. I hope he's not pissed that I wouldn't say stolen it, but I'm using it now, motherfucker. So it is what it is. But we'll go to verse 3 here. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given powers as the scorpions of the earth have. So you can take that literal, or you can take it metaphorical, as I took it before, saying that the scorpions of the earth are no more than the elites of the earth, and they will be given powers that the elites already have, which will be the 5G technology, which is just counterfeit fallen angel revamp technology. There's nothing new under the sun, people. In the times of Babylon, the times of Noah, all of this stuff was already going on, which is why God had to flood the world. But it wasn't happening on a technological level as it is today. As prophesized, God will come back and he will pretty much turn earth into a lake of fire. He will not kill the world again with water, but he will with fire. And why is that important? Well, with the push of transhumanism, which is the uploading of your consciousness of your soul onto a virtual reality robot AI being, the one thing that seems to be the only thing that could kill them besides running out of their power source would be fire. Because these AI beings are much smarter than humans. They are much more equipped. They are much more aware. They are much more, I don't know, they're just, I'm not going to say better, but in technological sounds, they are almost perfect, which is just another blasphemy smack in the face of the creator, because we have already been created perfect. So, all of that being said, it is what it is. And let me jump in the chat real quick, see if anyone else is joining. We got here. Voyage already said what's up to you. Truth 9Y, what is going on? Bit of Venom. What's going on, brother? Yep. Yep, we have some regulars in the chat. Love you guys. Be sure to give this a thumbs up. Give it a share. Let's get some more people in here, because this is highly important information, I feel, at least. I don't know how you guys feel about the book of Revelation, chapter 9, but it does break down some very, very interesting things. I seen the feed last night on Prime. I don't even know what that means. It's creepy, like Black Mirror, AI creepy. Yeah, AI is very creepy. Well, I'm not too sure what you're talking about. Seeing the feed, I don't know what that means on Prime. Is that like Optimus Prime or something? See, I have a television, but I don't really watch a television. The only reason I have this television, I guess, is to watch YouTube on the TV or whatever. So, and every now and again, it'll be, late in the night, and I'm just trying to wind down. Yeah, I find it very, not hard, but if I'm gonna sit here and have something to eat or something like that, I don't know, I just feel the need to just watch something. Listening doesn't quite do it for me, which we're gonna have to change that sooner or later. But probably the only program I do watch on TV are, I don't know, King of Queens, Everyone Loves Raymond, stupid ass shit like that. So, and yes, I know it's all programming, it's all mind control, but if you could see through it, I think you're good, because we all, like this guy's talking about, he watched something called Seed of Feed, or the Feed Seed. And, if we can watch these movies and shows and whatever and point out the bullshit and call it for what it is. That's what I do, man. That's why I haven't stopped watching movies, because all of these movies that have happened in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, even the late 90s, even some movies in the early 2000s, even though they're sci-fi based movies, they have all come to pass. You see, it's already happened. All the stuff in these movies have pretty much happened. It's predictive programming. It's getting the masses ready. And now we have all of these alien type movies coming out that have been out the past couple of years, and they kill at the box offices. So I feel the need to go watch these movies to see the agenda of which they're trying to push. I'm not going to watch it and go to RottenTomatoes.com and give it uh, uh a thumbs up or whatever. It's ridiculous, people that do stuff like that. Everyone's got to drop this materialistic obsessions that they have, and that goes all the way back down to television. It's tell a vision. I want to tell you a vision, and we are going to program you with the program you put on, right? And then you're going to summon a demon by changing the channel. The channel, channeling. Exactly. Exactly. But I'm gonna hop back in the chat real quick. I just saw about 4 or 5 things happen. The Feed is a show on Amazon Prime. Oh, Prime. Amazon Prime. I got you. See, that's how retarded I am, guys. I'm probably like the stupidest 24-year-old you could ever talk to when it comes to current events and the shit that's on TV nowadays. So The Feed is a show on Prime on my phone. I have not had TV in my 14 year. Oh, in 14 years, 12-year has never seen. What does that mean? I'm not quite sure what all that means, but you're 12-year-old, you have a kid that hasn't seen cable? If that's the case, that's great. That's awesome. Cable and mainstream television is what's killing America right now. One of the main things there. And it's about after they get RFID chipped. Well, that might be something I'll have to look into, because what happens after you get the chip, you're done, man. The RFID chip is, I'm not saying it is, but it most likely is the mark of the beast, 666, connecting you to the 5G grid. And these RFID chips, ladies and gentlemen, they will have DNA healing technology inside of it, which will, your cells start to deteriorate and die off, and they will rejuvenate them so that you live longer and possibly forever. Bit of Venom says everyone will accept the chipped, like the Black Mirror, the mobiles. Absolutely, everyone will. Well, everyone not over here, I hope, but the general public will be lining up for these things, especially after the 5G grid goes up and everyone starts to get sick and your immune system's level, and they bring out this new health chip that will help rejuvenate your cells, rebuild the cells that have been damaged, and people will line up left and right for that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Exactly. Choose nature. Absolutely. God put us here, baby. Yep. Channeling. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's ridiculous, people. And there is something else in television. I thought of it the other day. Man, I gotta rack my brain. I was geeking off coffee the other day, just throwing crap at you, but I can't remember. Something else about television. Something else hidden in the words. Oh yeah, tell lies. Television, tell lie. They're gonna tell lies. You'll vision them as truth. 100% ridiculous. So stop by looking for that hashtag red pill lady. Well, I don't know what you're looking for, bro, but this isn't a channel for hooking up, and this isn't a date site. So if you're gonna start talking weird like that, you're just gonna get blocked. So you're on my radar, wherever the fuck you are. Don't be stalking people through my channel. Ridiculous ass shit. Ridiculous. All right. So where do we leave off? Yep, the scorpions. It will have power as the scorpions have on Earth. And like I said, you could take that two ways. You could take that in a metaphorical way, or you could take it as a literal way. Because what powers do scorpions have? They poison humans. They can disable humans. They slow down. They are very feared by humans. So that is the power that they will have. And as it says, where the shit is it? It says somewhere that yep. And in verse 5, we will get back to 4 in a second. But verse 5 says, they should not kill them, but only torment them 5 months. And their torment was as torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man, which just alludes more to the 5G system, because what happens if you get stung or struck by a scorpion? You get stunned. That's what I was looking for earlier. You get stunned. You're hit. You're poisoned. What's the 5G stuff going to do to us? It's going to poison us. And in many ways, it will and can stun people. If you look into, into targeted individuals through the 5G grid. I'm not saying that I am a targeted individual, but there are many instances in where targeted individuals just get stunned out of nowhere. They get harassed in their sleep. They're getting electrically shocked. And you look that up and you compare it with the events that are happening on Gaza Strip, and they go hand in hand. Just very scary. But we will back it up now to verse 4, and it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which not have the seal of God in their forehead. So the seal of God is not something physical. It is not something in the materialistic. It is in your foreheads, ladies and gentlemen. That will be the ultimate difference, because if you take the chip or the vax or the transhumanism way out, that is all physical. That is all signs of false gods, false ideology, and the ultimate sin, which was the first sin ever. The first sin shall be the last sin. Men will seek to be as gods. And it is only those men who will be tormented, because the seal of the Holy Spirit is inside of our heads, is inside of our consciousness, is inside of our souls. And the only way to get that is through prayer, through forgiveness, through seeking redemption, through mercy, through Jesus Christ, Yeshua, Yahuwah, whoever you want to call him. It's all the same person. It goes back to the Creator, God Almighty. So that's my opinion on that. And the chat grew a little quiet after whatever the fuck happened earlier, but it is what it is. Verse 6 goes on to say, verse 6 is very, very interesting and very, very, very important. Verse 6 goes on to say, "And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them." Those are powerful words. That's a powerful prophecy. And I believe that is probably the truest prophecy. Because what does that exactly mean, ladies and gentlemen? That means that whatever sin you have committed at that time, whatever hell is upon the earth, you will realize that you picked the wrong side and you will wish to die. And there will be no more death. There won't be life to flee from you. Death would be impossible. You shall not find it. And death shall flee from them. What exactly are they talking about? I believe they're talking about the transhumanist agenda. Why do I think that? I think that because once you upload your consciousness to a artificial being, into a virtual reality, into a robot or whatever, death will be what you're trying to beat. You will be almighty in your eyes. You will be illuminated in your eyes. You will be immortal in your eyes, but only physically immortal, not spiritually, not or not mentally, nothing like that. Because once you upload your consciousness to a robot, you're under the impression that you are immortal. And in the days that are to come, the people who do that will seek death. Okay? They will seek death. They will want to die. They will regret the decision they have made. And death shall flee from them. They shall not find it. They will be left on here in this reality, in this realm, in this dimension. There will be no help for the people who make the ultimate sin, the first sin, the last sin, becoming immortal, mankind to be as gods, which we know is blasphemy because we are mortal in the physical. But mentally, spiritually, consciously, we are immortal beings. It is no coincidence, people, that when you go to sleep, your conscious, your soul, your spirit is still active. It's still awake. It is still aware. It is immortal. It does not need rest as you have dreams every night. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, that's a very powerful verse. Death shall flee from them, and they shall not find it. And to me, that is just the biggest representation of transhumanism. You upload your soul, your consciousness to a robot, and death shall flee from you because you think you are immortal. And then you will realize that what you have uploaded was your immortality, and now it is trapped here in the physical forever. That is my opinion. It is what it is. And that is my neck cracking. If anyone heard that, it felt phenomenal. Still just waking up somehow. I've been up since 7 o'clock. Actually, let's just switch gears just for a second. Let's just talk about what's happening today. In Massachusetts today, we were hit, and yesterday hit with a snowstorm, a huge snowstorm. And what was happening in the skies the last 2, 3 days that I was showing you guys day in and day out every chance I could get? Chemtrails, HARP, X-rad, Doppler, frequencies in the air, blocking out the sun. We have patents, ladies and gentlemen, that go back to 1811 on processes of controlling the weather in the specific realm of producing artificial rainfall and artificial snow. They go back to 1811. If you look at them now, they only go back to 1882, which still is a long, long time ago. But we were giving it so much traffic that they had to change it. Boyanch woke up at 5 again today. Yeah, bro, same here, dude. I'm up early every day. I'm a breakfast cook, so on my one day off, I try to sleep into like 6 or 7, but it just doesn't really work out like that. So I'm gonna have to go shovel the driveway again at some point, but and the snow that did fall today was snow that I've never really experienced before. It was incredibly heavy and it was barely wet. It didn't make sense at all. But like I said before, this snowstorm was no news. It was foreseen coming about a week now. They were hitting the sky every day, every chance they could. There were planes, there were frequency lines, there were patterns, left, right, up and down, square clouds, linear clouds, clouds in clouds, flat clouds, and clouds coming out of the back of an airplane. So that is just them getting ready for the weather. That is them making the weather. That is weather modification in the flesh. Just want to get that off and let's add this back to the stream. We'll go back to Revelation and we'll go to 7 because 7 shows how they are Nephilim beings. Verse 7. Revelations, everyone. As it says up here, revelation. It is not revelation. That is a Mandela effect. It was the book of Revelations. Because there's not just one revelation in here. If I have shown you, we are only through verse 7 and one chapter of it. And there's so far about 10, 12 revelations. So that is a deception of which these ancient beings of darkness operate on to deceive everyone, to misguide everyone, to make you think your memory is false when it is true. Disrupt the frequency, you disrupt the conscience. It is old news to these beings as everything you see now, all the technology you see now has been given to man from them. So verse 7 states, "In the shape of the locusts were unto horses prepared unto battle, and their heads were as crowns like gold, and their faces were as faces of men." So you have locusts with wings, with the body of a horse, with gold on their head around the faces of a man. That sounds like a Nephilim animal hybrid angel-esque being from the book of Genesis and the book of Enoch. Very important books for people to read. The book of Enoch you will not find in the Bible as it has been removed because this is the generation which Enoch was talking about. Verse 8 goes on to say, they had hair as the hair of women, which is big because in the Vril society, they all had hair almost down to their ankles. And if you know what the Vril society is, it's an ancient, or not ancient, it's a Nazi society of women that would communicate to beings on the other side. And they proclaimed that their power came from their hair. Because the longer the hair, the more spiritually intact you are, according to them, not me, people. And their teeth were as teeth of lions. Once again, Nephilim beings, animal human hybrids. And it goes further on to that by saying, as they have breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron, and their sound, the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running into battle. So just chaos is brought from these locust beings that are here to not kill humans, not kill the people who don't have the mark of God in their forehead, not on, this is only inside of you, for which you will find the mark of God through prayer, through seeking forgiveness, through forgiving your peers. So, yeah, they want chaos. They're bringing chaos, and it is to torment people with their technology, whether it be 5G or whether it be some other angel technology. But hold on for 1 second. I just have to adjust the seat I'm sitting on. Please hold. All right, that was fun. We are back. So, I took my hood off too. I got to readjust all that. All right. Ah, beautiful. So we are back, and we're gonna go to verse 10. Verse 10 of Revelations chapter 9 states, "And they had tails like unto scorpions, and their sting, and there were sting in their tails, as their power was to hurt men 5 months." I'm not too sure what the implication, what the importance of 5 months is, but once you see these beings, just know that they will be around for 5 months. And the sting in their tail, yeah, just like scorpions now, to stun humans. What does the 5G system do as it's weaponized? It will stun you in your place, make you forget your thoughts. You could have a gun against these weapons, and you will quite possibly forget how to use your gun, which is how powerful that 5G beast system is. And another thing about the 5G system, 5G will attempt to make Lucifer omnipresent because they have to mimic everything that God has done, that God can do, that as God has created, as they have transhumans, another form of humanity, the next step, as they call it. And the fuck was I gonna say? Yeah, they just have to mimic them. These beings, they have to mimic everything God has done. It is ridiculous. And Revelations 9:11 is probably the most important Bible verse I think anyone could ever read that has ever looked at any conspiracies ever, because there is a name in here that will bring us all the way back to NASA. Exactly. Bible was created, who the fuck knows when? NASA 1956 or something like that. So prophesized much longer. than we thought it was, longer ago than we thought it would have been. So Revelations 9:11, without further ado, says and states, and they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. What does that break down to, ladies and gentlemen? Apollo, the Apollo missions, worshiping the king of the bottomless pit. That is how demonic, that is how Luciferian, that is how dark these people are. 100% ridiculous. And we got a couple new people in the chat, so let me go back a couple. What is going on here? Oh, excuse me. I didn't get a haircut throughout all my childhood, but I met Jesus. Yeah, okay. They can't kill you if you walk with Jesus. They're trying to kill me. It shouldn't be. This king, absolutely. 5G equals 5D. The fifth dimension, possibly. Possibly. And Nails with Hope, where you at, bro, if you can't hit with snow? Because we are all getting hit with snow. If the man want you to trick you in the fear mongering, absolutely. The fear porn agenda, majestic madness, is unreal. Unreal. And absolutely. Absolutely. They can't capture us or rapture us when we have Jesus as our bodyguard. 100%. That's what I'm talking about. If you have the seal of God inside of you, these locust beings will not fuck with you. It is great. What else we got in here? Some majestic madness. Got some decent things going on in the chat there. Numerological patterns against them. Absolutely. Their numerological patterns are unreal. They claim that the sun is 93 million miles away. This gets into more mirroring and mimicking. Okay. 93 million miles away. Take your 9, take your 3, invert it, hit it with a mirror. What's that? 3-6 or 6-3. 3 6s. Exactly. That's how they work, people. That is how they work. NH Guy, what is going on, bro? What is going on? Much love. Much love. How is New Hampshire up there? You guys getting beat right now with snow? Because we got like a foot down here in Springfield, Mass, man. It is ridiculous. Exactly. Yeah, man. Stuff in the bottomless pit. The key to the bottomless pit. Apollyon, Apollo. It all relates to stuff that is going on right now. Because, hey, let me try something real quick. Let me look this up and see if it pops up real quick. What do I keep doing here? Okay, pit. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, because I want to look up fucking Assassin's Creed. This is gonna kill me. But either way, here, let me get this going. Stop that. Trash this. Add that. Do this. Yeah, we'll just go entire screen audio just in case we're gonna throw something up. Be careful. Yep, lock yourself. Is that up? Alright, it was up. Beautiful. Blah blah blah. Yeah, shut up. So Abaddon. Let's see what kind of a awesome person this is. Hebrew, yep. In Greek, it's Apollyon, which breaks down to Apollo, which is this dude right here. Yeah. Yeah. How crazy is that? Ridiculous stuff. Yeah, Revelation 9:11, the angel of death, the angel of the bottomless pit, in Latin words, the destroyer. Who else is the destroyer, people? Exactly. Exactly. Dude, what is this stuff? I'm not helping you people. Yep, deity of Hinduism, the destroyer, Shiva, Abaddon. Very, very important things. They're all one person, worshipped all around the world by many religions. It's disgusting. And I wish it would tell me the location of this. I know where it is, but it'd be great just to see if they would tell you where it is. Well, if it's not going to tell me where it is, I'm just going to straight up tell you guys what's going on with it. So, the bottomless pit, the angel of the bottomless pit, Apollo, Lucifer, Shiva, however you want to talk about it, them, he, her, whatever. Which, and let me get into that real quick. Yeah, so, yeah, you got Baphomet, right? And now all of a sudden we have this transgendered agenda where everyone doesn't know what they are all of a sudden. And I don't quite understand how or why. I understand the reasoning behind it to bring everything into one, unifying everything. The new age, the new order of the world, the one world, one religion, one gender, one everything. They want one for all, not all for one. See what I'm saying? So we'll take that. And also the locate and like I was saying, you have Shiva, Destroyer, Abaddon, Destroyer, Revelation 9:11, Abaddon, Angel of the Bottomless Pit. And where else do they talk about Shiva, destroyers, bottomless pits, waking up things that have been there for a long time? CERN. Exactly. Exactly, people. It is ridiculous. So, CERN has a project called the Awake Project. And CERN in Geneva, in Switzerland, is the location of the tomb of Apollo, the tomb of Apollyon, the tomb, the pit. Shiva is worshipped at CERN. Like I just said, they have a project right now they are working on called the Awake project? What are they awakening? What are they doing at CERN? I had a video on this the other day. CERN is nothing more than I wouldn't want to say. Oh yeah, they basically are NASA of Europe because they're claiming they're finding black holes. They're finding the quote unquote God particle. They're they're taking credit for the Mandela effect, which is ludicrous in my opinion. So everything that they say they are doing, they're clearly not doing. And what they are actually doing is nothing they're writing about on paper, nothing they're bringing to the public, nothing they're promoting really. CERN opens black holes, apparently, but we all know black holes are a theory. So you can't open up something that is still a theory. So, what exactly is going on when they collide these particles or whatever together in the chamber? They're making portals in these chambers. And CERN is located at the pit of Apollo. It is located at the bottomless pit. And now they have this new project called the Linear Awake Project, which will, in fact, either try or will wake up, open up these deities that are in the bottomless pit, and will try to unleash the powers of Lucifer, Apollyon, Abaddon, Apollo, who is the angel of the bottomless pit, which is all right there in the Bible, as we just saw. So it's not like we're just making this stuff up, people. I know people have crazy views on CERN. CERN is not causing the Mandela effect. CERN is not opening black hole or creating quote unquote black holes. CERN is not finding particles. CERN is trying to unleash the beings, the deities, the ancient lowercase God, G for God, of the bottomless pit. It is a 100% satanic agenda they're rolling out upon us, ladies and gentlemen. As for the Gothard Tunnel opening ceremony, was nothing more than a ritual, nothing more than them declaring their partnership with Lucifer, them telling us they will open the bottomless pit in CERN, and it did show us the things and the beings that will come out of the pit when it is opened. So let's jump back in the chat real quick, see what's going on here. Jesus has the power. He's only have power over. Absolutely. 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 I think you typoed there, Voyage, but that's okay. I don't believe in this. Meat sack is heavenly at all. Yeah, I don't know what's up with you, bro, but you're gone. You're in timeout. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We don't talk stuff like that on my channel. As well, turn my camera on for a second. Tattoo free, people. I don't do shit like that. God put us here perfect the way we are, and there's no reason for any of us to try and try and make ourselves more perfect, try and alter the way we are. There's no need for nose piercings, tattoos, uh, punctures, or adjusting your body, implants, plastic surgery. You're all beautiful. You are all perfect in the eyes that God, in the eyes of not just God, but in the eyes of all of us. So just wanted to see, you got no ear piercings. We don't do any of that shit either. We're just, oh, there we go. Cam, perfect. And the only reason I don't too often is it's just very distracting for me to watch myself talk. So I don't know how you guys feel about anything like that, but it's just really distracting for me to focus on one thing as there's my hands are moving 2 seconds, 3 seconds later, and it's just annoying for me to whatever. But it's a freaky world we live in, guys. A real freaky world. Absolutely. Don't need makeup. Been telling girls that for years, man. Don't need any makeup. Makeup is all demonic, man. Here, let's watch some crazy shit real quick, actually. Lady. Actually, there we go. Yeah. So this is a I'm about to show you guys is going to be a commercial for perfume by Lady Gaga, who is most likely a dude. But let's watch this commercial real quick, and you tell me what agenda they're trying to push on us, push on the girls, push on the females. There's a 5-minute commercial. Jesus Christ. And if you guys don't know what black goo is or black rain is, that is something for everyone to look up, because black goo is probably what they're talking about at CERN when they're saying that they are getting dark matter, dark energy, antimatter. You ever see the movie Spider-Man 3? The black goo gets on him and he becomes dark. He becomes bad. So, and that's nice. Lady Gaga, I just want to smell like a slut. That's beautiful. That's exactly what they want you to do and smell like and all that other shit. So, we'll unmute this. We'll watch this for what it is and check in with you guys in about, a couple minutes. This is disturbing, and this is the makeup agenda. This is the demonic agenda through getting girls to wear makeup, perfume, anything materialistic. And this is Lady Gaga's new perfume. I don't know. I don't give a fuck what it is, but just watch the subliminal messaging inside of this. right off grip, we got some sort of idolization. You have these demonic looking sigil representations here in the background, an all gold being, and a lot of the worship of beings back there, they were gold plated when they idolized them and statued them and whatnot. So and this to me is representing transhumanism as well, as she is, I don't know what she's doing, but looking into a different reality, a different, putting her spectrum goggles on, as you see here. I don't know, just calling it for what it is. And another thing, why would anyone put this much time and effort into a perfume commercial? Exactly. And she's even walking like an animal human hybrid. Demonic as fuck, people. Disgusting, disturbing. And we're probably going to say a little prayer after this, because I'm getting an uneasy feeling watching this, as I've never watched this full thing. I thought it was probably, a 30-second commercial. This is a 5-minute commercial. And you will see how much darker it gets. And this is the programming, the agenda, the stuff pushed upon our kids, and all they want females to be covered in perfume, covered in makeup, because they think that things like this, most likely, dude, is just beautiful, when it's not. You're beautiful the way you are. And what is she doing there? She is reaching out into a portal. And what is going to happen, you will see. She's literally manifesting energy out of this black goo, this black rain, this black matter, this antimatter, which will be too powerful for her to control, and we will see what will happen. And there you go. She becomes one with the black goo and transports herself into another dimension, another reality, another demonic realm. And I don't even know what that chanting is or what they're saying. And now they have her pretty much 100% ass naked. And it's just disturbing what they're pushing on the kids, what they're pushing on us as humans. They want us to become one with the other side. They want us to be indulged in idolization, materialism, all that other shit that we don't need. I'm gonna fast forward this for a second. This is just disturbing. So you ever see the movie The Matrix? She's like laid up in one of those like black, like the Matrix fucking table or whatever, but she is in a much darker place where the black goo is taking her consciousness and watching her memories, or it's watching her thoughts and making it a reality. And it just pretty much showed her making love, kissing a fallen angel. That was one of the first sins as well. Corrupting the flesh, which is why the flood was brought upon us. They are doing nothing new now. More of the same, more demonic worshiping, more portal opening, agenda pushing. I don't even know what to call this shit. It is just disturbing. I want to stop that for a second because where the hell was it? So right there, she had a gun in her hand signifying that she might want to kill herself, but she won't be able to. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because death has fled from her body. And who is that, dude? Who is that? That is the son of Horus, the son of Isis. I cannot remember this ancient Egyptian god's name, lowercase g. But yeah, you know what? Let's look it up real fucking quick. Let's see who we get. Yeah, I think it was yep, that's who I thought it was. Anubis. I don't know how to say that, but yeah. You're telling me that this, make sure it's still screen sharing because I'm a loser like that sometimes. So you're telling me that this isn't that. Exactly. Making love to ancient lowercase g as in God's Nephilim agendas. Transhuman agendas. Black goo agenda. Who's guarding the portal? Who's guarding this portal? Anubis, motherfuckers. How crazy is that? Pretty much showing you that the real her is trying to kill herself, her black goo, transhumanism, demonic self. But what has happened, ladies and gentlemen? Death have fled from her body, as prophesied in the book of Revelation, chapter 9, being played out in front of our eyes in a Lady Gaga multi-million view, multi-million dollar commercial. And the rise from the pit being signified here. Three prongs, demonic in nature. And she has a crown upon her head now, signifying that now she is a lowercase g. To me, it is signifying that she is now Isis. And yeah, the crown upon her head. And who else does that look like? Yep, there you go. There she is. Lady Gaga, Lady Liberty, demonic in the flesh, ladies and gentlemen. How disturbing is that stuff? Very, very disturbing, if you ask me. So what we got going on in the chat? Any Peppers in the house? What is going on, bro? Long time no chat. Alright, got about that far. Black magic is sorcery? Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't let them take your mind. Absolutely. Absolutely. CJ, you are right. You are right. I'm not going to put that up there, but it is the worship of that. Absolutely. 100%, buddy. Well, no one blocked you, buddy. You were just talking smack. Nails with hope. You don't like it, you can just get on out of here. Hypocritical reading the Bible. Yeah, nice. Once again, bro, go in my old videos. Never said I was a great Christian. Just the fact that I'm aware of God and all of the powers that be. Yeah. Don't get all pissed off. You're the one promoting changing your body. You're the one promoting that stuff. So we have no need for any of that here. No one blocked you. I just took you out of the chat for a couple minutes. So you don't like that? It is what it is, bro. Got no time for any of this stuff. What else do we got? I already said CJ. What's going on, bro? Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, we all got to be prepared for what is coming next. And the only way to do that is you can attempt to be physically prepared, but like I said, when the 5G tech can just break you down, it's very hard, man. It's hard to be prepared for something that could break you down and forget how to use things, how to do things. So the only way to be prepared for what is coming next is to be mentally prepared, is to be spiritually prepared, is just to become, how would you even say, become one with God, become one with the Holy Spirit, beg for forgiveness for all your sins, to ask for enlightenment, to ask for help. It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But let me just go up here for a second. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you're gonna talk smack, you're gonna get kicked out of the chat. It is what it is. I got no toleration for anything like that. Yeah, people in the chat think they're awake, talking awesome about all the tattoos they have and how that I don't even know what the hell this guy said. It was ridiculous, but I got no time for any of that. So you can unsubscribe and get on out of here. Like I said, I'm not here for subscriptions. I'm not here to have the most viewed channel. I am here simply just to relay truth, to plant some seeds, to voice my opinion, to practice my freedom of speech while we still can, because that will be taken away from us very, very, very soon, people. Very soon. Oh, man. Wow, we've been going 2 hours already. That's not bad. That is not bad. Yeah, and I'm not saying that, if you I'm not talking smack to people that do have tattoos. Like, there are plenty of people who are awake who do have tattoos and piercings and stuff like that, but the 99% of them got all of that done before they were awake, before they realized that they were created, that they were put here for a reason, that they are very, very, very special spiritually and mentally. Because everyone thinks they're special physically, materialistically. I cannot, I can't subscribe to any of that stuff. Danny Pepper, I don't have any tats. People think it's weird these days. Yeah, people do think it's weird that we don't have tattoos, bro. Because everyone has a tattoo. I don't quite understand it. And everyone wants to get more tattoos. I understand if it's like a symbolism or a symbolic tattoo of a family member who has died or something along those lines. If it's your kids, you get their names tattooed on you. That's fine. But if you're gonna get tattoos of skulls and all this other stuff, fire, all these cool designs, like, no, man, the Tree of Life, you'll get all these Aztec looking tattoos on them, and I have no toleration for stuff like that. It's ridiculous. Let's jump back in the chat. We got CJ. The reality we share is one big mind. Absolutely. Oh, what the hell just happened? Ah, shit. There we go. Don't know how to use this crap yet. Absolutely. CJ goes on to say Jesus' mission was to lay down a neural pathway in the shared mind, like a pinnacle meditation. Absolutely. 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 100%. We don't need tattoos to tell people who we are. You don't need them to represent where you've been, where you come from. You don't need any of that stuff. It's all in your eyes. It's all in your soul. It's in your voice. It's in the word that we all have. And God created us through the word, a frequency. It's the frequency of life that we are on, and we do not need to alter that in any way, shape, or form, whether it be physical, whether it be mental, whether it be spiritual, whether it be uploading your spirituality, your consciousness to a robot. There is no need for any of that. It is 100% blasphemous. It is 100% ridiculous. Yeah, absolutely, Danny Pepper. Yeah, if you're just gonna get random tattoos, random stuff, no, man. There's no need for any of that. People getting tattoos of fucking Grim Reapers, stuff like that. You know, quotes from movies, more materialistic stuff. That's stuff we all gotta get away from as a whole, because it's stuff like that that has us trapped in the physical. And the tattoo is through a needle, which inflicts pain. Pain for desire, desire of pain. It's a creepy, crazy world we're living in, everyone. But I don't know. It is what it is. But I've been going for 2 hours. We were talking about Revelation 9. I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit, which I believe will happen much sooner than later, ladies and gentlemen. But with all that being said, I am going to get on out of here in just a minute. I'm going to just queue up another song so we can get a little outro, stay in the chat for a couple more minutes. So that'll be good. Let's see what we want to play. Oh man, yeah, ODD is just a great, it's a great, it's a great musician. He's literally rapping everything that we're talking about, and then you have Destiny's Lab, who's literally rapping the Bible. So for whatever the hell guy was to get all pissed off that I'm talking about tattoos and what I don't even know. Yeah, he's mad. What else is he mad about? The fuck is this guy crying about? Yeah, yeah, saying I'm a hypocrite because I'm cursing while also reading the Bible. It is what it is, bro. We're not all perfect, so yeah. Boy, and you want me to keep reading? No, I want to too, but I gotta get some more material together for my next show. So we're gonna do more Bible readings in the future, without a doubt, because I just there's so many just quotes in the Bible. There's so many stories in the Bible that are just incredible, man, incredible, that relate to now more than ever. And it's just interesting that these writers, these prophesy, these how these prophets, I can't even think of the word, these prophets of the Bible could even understand what is about to happen, and they wrote about it thousands of years ago. Like the book of Enoch is literally happening. It's ridiculous. But let me get that, go hide that, and this is going to be an ODD track. I just had it, dude. Where the freaking frack did it go? That's really strange. Oh, here it is. This is End of the Tunnel featuring K Rhino. It is kind of hard, but so much truth in it, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day. God bless. And I'm sure I'll be back on today. It's only 12. It's only 1 o'clock, so we'll see if we can get some more material together so we can get another good show going on. But I am out. I will be in the chat for a couple more minutes. The song is 6 minutes long, so don't just leave yet. Give it a listen. Like, share, and subscribe, everyone. And once again, thank you and God bless. Sorry. Oh, let's try this again. Share audio. Share. Got it.
We the sheeple, hear no, see no, and speak no evil. We get lied to so much, it seems normal to be deceitful. We'll never be treated equal, and I wanna know why. Rich people start all the wars, but only poor people die. Just take a look, it's so easy to see the system is rigged by degenerate pigs targeting our innocent kids. They start programming you just as soon as you exit the womb. Now money is your god.
You must obey and consume.
Always practice conformity, stay within the majority. Never think for yourself and do not question authority. Man, I still can't even believe this is the way that they have us. I'm taking my chances, I have to try and wake up the masses. Can't get away from the madness, but still I'm trying my best. And as long as I'm still alive, I will fight till the death. Because we cannot let this be the end. It's now or never, sink or swim. The time has come for the great awakening.
Never sleep again.
Every single day we're being led astray and lied to. I don't think there's anyone that hates it more than I do. Trapped inside the system and I'm caught up in the struggle. One day I hope to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like I'm alone and no one knows the things I know. There's nobody to talk to and there's nowhere I can go. Trapped inside the system and I'm caught up in the struggle. One day I hope to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Listen, I woke up with a fever today. Sick of the fact people believe everything that this evil media say. Morality has been deleted away. Zionist heathens display that they're the predators who see us as prey. Transparency is what they need to purvey. They even have us thinking that eating a fruit that has no seed is okay. Victims of greed and impeded by hate. The glaring question is, how can we get to God if Satan's leading the way? Ravenous witches, scientists with moral character glitches, preparing malicious conditions and sick narrative switches. The elite is wearing his privilege as he battles for riches, while the lower classes carry out the establishment's wishes. The portrayal of their intentions is unfair and fictitious, acting suspicious. Undercover agents snapping your pictures, suggestive messages embedded in the movies to trick us. Music and advertisement slickness plus remixture of scriptures. Come on.
Every single day we're being led astray and lied to. I don't think there's anyone that hates it more than I do. Trapped inside the system and I'm caught up in the struggle. One day I hope to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like I'm alone and no one knows the things I know. There's nobody to talk to and there's nowhere I can go. Trapped inside the system and I'm caught up in the struggle. One day I hope to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
It's 2019, but it feels more like 1984. Our rights are fading away. Every day they're taking more. It's time to stand and take action. What are we waiting for? They're waging war on humanity. This we can't ignore. My brain is sore from all the lies that they constantly feed us. Elitists that follow the phoenix can swallow a penis. And we're not gonna stop until we know all of your secrets. The Bible says in our final days our knowledge increases. That is exactly what's happening now on this challenging road that we're traveling down. We have to get rowdy, we have to get loud and keep spreading the truth and just pass it around. You work like a slave and you live in a loop. They're turning your sky into chemical soup. I'm always watching these videos, often like Richie from Boston, to give me the scoop. Waking the world up, dispensing the truth like a doctor that's handing out red pills to everyone. What in the world are they spraying up there in the air? It's aluminum, lithium, barium. Nobody notices, nobody cares. Everyone's greedy and nobody shares. I want to help you, you'll be in my prayers. But now we must separate wheat from the tares.
Every single day we're being led astray and lied to. I don't think there's anyone that hates it more than I do. Trapped inside the system and I'm caught up in the struggle. One day I hope to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like I'm alone and no one knows the things I know. There's nobody to talk to and there's nowhere I can go. Trapped inside the system and I'm caught up in the struggle. One day I hope to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
All right, guys, we are out of here. One more time, like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, with an uppercase G, God bless all. Thank you. Have a swell day.